everybody, welcome to Sports for All podcast. I'm your host Eden Byrne, and today we have another great guest. So do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hello everyone. My name is Toolit Joel Ochola. I'm a Ugandan semi-professional footballer in one of our leagues in Uganda. I'm just thrilled to be here.
I'm so thrilled to have you. It's so amazing. Thank you so much for coming. So my first question is, do you want to tell us a bit about like your sports background? Like how did you get started with football?
Well, in Uganda, generally, most boys are into sports, various kinds of sports, be it football, be it athletics, uh, track and field, be it rugby. And so you get a plethora of choices. And I just
Yeah.
naturally bent towards football. It started when I was quite young. My dad took me to one of the football, actually the Premier League, the English Premier League. It was
Wow.
Arsenal. And from that moment on, I just saw number 14 and I just fell in love with football. I just wanted to play football all the time. That's how my journey started.
I totally like relate to that. I think when you see something and then you're like, oh my goodness, I could actually try this, and like you just fall in love with it straight away. Like I know that definitely happened to me as well.
Right.
So my next question is, what have been some of
Right.
your biggest achievements in sport?
My biggest achievement so far is getting this semi-professional contract really, because if it comes to accolades, semi-professionally, I've not got any yet, but I'm working towards that, of course. Uh, but uh, in the amateur realm, I got some accolades, and the biggest flex I got from football was scholarship, school
Oh,
scholarship. I was privileged to study for free in one of the top schools in my region because of my talent, which was a really big flex for me. It really helped in motivating me and furthering my studies. That's like the biggest win right now.
that is incredible. I would love to see you play. Like you, I can imagine you'd be so good. So my next question is, who are like your big inspirations? Who motivates you whenever maybe you're struggling a bit with motivation?
So my biggest inspiration is the Arsenal legend Thierry Henry. It was quite the figure. His horror was just wonderful. He just carried himself so natural on the pitch, and I just wanted to play like that, you know. And he inspired me. He inspired the shirt number I wear, the way I carry myself on the pitch, and the way I train, you know. Because in football, like if you don't work hard, you don't really achieve.
Fair enough. He definitely is a really good inspiration. Especially like when you're younger and you're kind of finding your feet with everything, and then when you grow up you're like, oh my gosh, yes, he is like incredible. I want to be like him. Um so
Yes.
my next question is, what skills have you learned from being like an athlete, and how have these skills helped you in life?
Well, the biggest takeaway I've taken from sports is hard work.
Okay.
Because in sports, nothing comes to you easy. You have to work for everything. If you want to like play for for long, you have to work extra hard, take extra sessions in the pitch, you know. So the biggest flex is hard work. It Sports gave me taught me hard work, and it motivated me to work hard. And then also it's gave me confidence to carry myself, to talk to people. Leadership. I gained a lot of leadership skills through sports, because you get to see to meet a lot of different personalities, be it the opponent, be it a coach, be it uh, fans.
Yeah.
You get to meet a lot of people, and you have to carry yourself. You have to talk to them. You have to lead, right? And you have to talk to your teammates, and yeah. So that's the biggest one of the biggest wins I take from sports. It really
Yeah,
helped.
no, yeah. I agree. I think these are some really great qualities, and I think leadership is something that you can really like learn over time. It's definitely a really great skill to have, and something that can really help you in life as well. Um, so my next question is, what have been some barriers and challenges that maybe you have faced, or maybe some other like young people, like maybe in your club, have faced in getting involved in sport or also staying in sport, and how have maybe you overcame them?
Well, the biggest challenge with sports, and it's in all sports, is the biggest challenge is being injured
Mm.
because you grew up playing football and running or whatever sport you do, and then you get injured and then you're sidelined and you cannot contribute to your team. And you have to sit and watch them win without you or lose without you. And then if you are fit, you would have contributed. So it's really frustrating to be sidelined like that, especially for long. And if you're not built in some way, it may break you. Your mental health may go with it because you feel like I'm letting my team down. So it becomes a real challenge. And I think the way that it has overcome it is whenever I'm injured, I don't go away from the team. I stay
Yeah.
within the vicinity of the team where I know I can help them with maybe motivating them, showing that I'm around, like I'm present, I'm with them. They are not alone.
Yeah.
It really helps them, and it helps me too because I feel like I'm not alone, and they feel like they're not alone. So it's a win-win.
No, I love that. I really relate to that. I remember when I was injured, I like went along to all the sessions still to help out, and I feel like it really helps you mentally not to feel kind of isolated, and it really helps the injury process because it's so hard. Like not even physically, but like you said, mentally, it can be really challenging, especially when you're at such a like a high level as well. I love that piece of advice. Thank you so much. My next final question is, what advice would you give to any young person who wants to get involved, but they might not have the confidence, or like they might have doubts about getting involved in sport? What would you say to them?
I think the best advice I can never give to someone is you can never know how good you are until you try,
Yeah.
right? You may try in that you try it alone and you feel like you're good, but then you're not confident to take it to a team setting, a club setting, and if you don't take it there, you'll never get exposed and you'll never know your limits. Like you'll never challenge your limits and surpass it. And so the best advice I would give to someone is work hard, keep your head down, and you know concentrate on what you're doing and take it a day at a time. There's no pressure, no need to rush. Everything will fall into place at the right time.
Oh, I love that. That is such
Yeah,
great advice. Thank you so much. That's really inspired me, and I'm sure will
yeah,
inspire everybody else just to take it one day at a time
yeah.
and keep your head up and try and not let things get on top of you. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been great to have you, and it's incredible hearing your story and your journey. So thank you. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. It would be great if you could give it a follow and if you could give it a rating. If you want to connect with me further, you can find me on LinkedIn at Eden Byrne or on X at Eden71003.